Hey there, it's Odette Peek at OdettePeek.com. I want to show you just how easy it is to make $100,000 in your business. Now, what I'm going to show you might shock you because you're going to take a look at what you're currently making and the desired income of $100,000 and what I call the gap income is. So this might be twofold. It's going to be a bit of a reality check on what you're currently making and how much money you're actually leaving on the table by not doing a different type of strategy than what you're currently doing, because what you're currently doing is getting you only the amount of money that you currently have, if that makes any sense. Okay, so your actual income. So I'm just going to do a quick and dirty scenario, and I want to make this up. So let's say your actual income is $1,000 per month, okay? Your desired income, let's say you want to desire $100,000 a year, right? That monthly income would be $8,333, okay? So what we have then is a gap income of $7,333. So this is the gap. This is what we want to be focusing on here, because what you're currently doing, something's working because you're making $1,000 a month. And this is business income, not income from rental income or your spousal income or whatever it is, okay? So your income's $1,000. You want to be making just over $8,000 per month. That's your desired income. But your gap income, where you're falling short, is just over $7,000 per month. Now I'm going to show you something here, and this is kind of a really cool thing that opened up my eyes to my current financial situation. So if you're wanting to make $7,333 every month, you multiply that by 12. I had to do the math on that. That's $87,996 that is being left on the table every month. Every year. It's not going into your pocket. It's going into your competition's pocket. Because let's face it, I'm a business coach. I help people write their story and write their talk. And there's got to be a gazillion of us, right? There's a gazillion people who sell hair, makeup, jewelry, life coaching, business coaching, financial coaching, all of that stuff. And someone is making that money if it's not you. So $87,996 is being left on the table every year. So let me ask you this. What could you do with $87,000 extra a year? Yeah, so think about it. You could be remortgaging your home or buying a car or vacation, or just putting back into your business and investing in some serious marketing strategy. So now I want to show you an even bigger number. So if you have $87,000 every year that you're leaving on the table, let's take a look at how many revenue generating years you have left in your life, or how many revenue generating years that you want to be working. So I'm just going to do an easy example of 10 years. So let's say you got 10 more years and then you want to kind of call it quits or have that passive income. You're now leaving on the table, I have to do the math on this one as well, $879,960 for 10 years is not going in your pocket. Now let me ask you a question. What could you do with almost $1 million in 10 years? I can think of a whole lot of amazing stuff. So this is what's being left on the table, going into someone else's pocket, not your own, unless you rejig your strategy that is making you the $1,000 a month. But let's say, and I just want to make the number a little bit bigger, let's say you've got 20 years. 20 more years that you want to be working before you go into that passive income or the retirement stage, right? What you're leaving on the table is well over $1 million. $1,759,920. Almost $2 million over the course of 20 years. That is just like cash. That's not compounded interest. That's not investments. That's none of that. That's just income that you probably just put under your mattress kind of income. But if you actually, invested your money every month, or you bought properties, or you invested in your business, et cetera, that number is probably going to be 3, 4, 5 times higher. And this is what you can call intergenerational money. I want to thank my friend Tony Pendles for that. We are here as entrepreneurs to basically teach our gifts and our talents to the world so that the world is a better place. The world is a safer place. The world is a smarter place. We're just there's more abundance just because we are serving the world with what we're just our God-given talent. And when we only focus on 1,000 a month and don't do the strategy that's going to get us to the 2 million, we do a disservice to our clients and to our families and to ourselves. So it's up to us to come up with that killer strategy that will work. But here's the problem with so many entrepreneurs, is that you get all in your head and think, I don't know how to do it. Where's the networking? I got to get online, and you're doing all these Facebook Lives like I am, and you're spinning your wheels. Now, I did a Facebook Live yesterday, and it's on my page, and it's how to make an extra 7K in your business every month. And I focus on the #1 strategy that gets you to your income the fastest. To get to 100K, speaking is the fastest way to catapult your business. Like, get out from behind the computer, stop doing your social media stuff, although that's great, that's a real support of, but get out in the real world, speak at events, go to networking events and show up and say, hey, can I just jump up in front of the room for 2 minutes? I've made so much money in my networking days of just those 2-minute conversations at the front of the room saying, hey, this is what I do, and here's my really great offer of my freebie. Just let's have a conversation. And it has net me over, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 and more, all because I decided to start speaking. So you don't need to be a fabulous keynote speaker and be that paid speaker, because little aside on that, you make more money when you sell from the front of the room than when you are a paid speaker, even if you're making $20,000 per talk. So just put that away, and maybe you can ask me a question. Maybe ask that question on the forum. Just say, okay, how is that possible? But the bottom line is you got to be speaking, because it's automatic expert platform builder. The moment you stand up and start speaking, the moment people go, she must know or he must know what he's talking about, I have to listen. But the key here is having a captivating talk that motivates people emotionally but stimulates them intellectually. But most importantly, you give them an action to take, and that action has to do with download my stuff, buy my free stuff, or buy my product, get my stuff for free. And that is the most important piece of a talk that needs to be compelling, is that you got to move your audience into action. So to help you out with that, I've created a talk template, and I encourage you to download it. And it's odettepeek.com/talk template. And I can promise you, when you follow that outline, you're going to have a riveting, compelling, unbelievably friggin' phenomenal talk that will have your audience saying, hey, I want more of what she's got, and I want to buy from you. So I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to say good luck, download the talk template, and we will see you on the other side of your 100K.